she drank too much and then they did stuff and then she could tell he wasn't really enjoying it. And she was like, I'm not trying to upset you or anything, but like, we can't really wear this dress twice. I was like, yeah, you can.
What?
You have the free will. And then she was like, well, what if someone can't like afford the bridesmaids dresses? And I'm sitting here like, I know my fucking friends better than you. And he was like, hey, what was that R word again? And he was talking about the word restitution.
Oh
And I
no.
was like, oh, I was just joking. I was just joking. And then she has the fucking audacity to say, well, I didn't mean that it's not cute. Sorry if that came off a little aggressive. I just think it's ghetto. Yeah,
What?
me saying the word retard is fucking ghetto. I'm sorry. Have you looked at me? I'm not fucking ghetto.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of Therapist, where I give my solicited advice to you guys. Please fill out the form in the description, and you could be featured in the next episode. Today, we're talking with Milana, one of my good friends who I've known for about 3 years. She's engaged to one of my best friends. She's having a little emotional turmoil in her friendship with another girl who we're calling Charlotte. We hope that this is, entertaining and also insightful to you guys. So please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, welcome
Yeah,
to episode 1 of Therapist. Today's client, um,
uh, is, fucking
you want to
Melvin.
give yourself a pseudonym, a special name?
Yes, this is Melvin. This is Mel.
From Madagascar?
Yep.
Okay, Melvin. What's going
Mel
on with you?
Well, Mel has some shit to say about Charlotte here, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in chronological order from like
Perfect.
when I started to feel weird about this like friendship. So it started when we were gonna go see our venue and like lock in on it. Like I wanted to put down a payment like that day. And I was feeling like fucking bad for myself. Like I was like feeling sad. I wasn't talking to my mom. I felt like nobody was there for me. And I was like, I'm literally worthless. No, none of my friends fucking care about me. I was just like going through it mentally. And I was like, hey, like we're gonna go see the venue this weekend. Like I would love for you to come and like be there with me. And they were like, and also like this is all like female things. Like this isn't stuff that like you guys probably get mad. Like this is shit that makes me mad. So like
Don't
just
okay. First of all, don't invalidate how you're feeling just based off of whatever you think that may be male or female. Don't invalidate yourself over that.
okay, well, I still might no matter what you say. So
Yeah, that's fine.
basically, they were like, oh, like it's a far drive from my house. It's an hour away. And I'm like, okay, I get that. I live an hour away from you, but like, you expected to be the maid of honor. You told me like you expected to be the fucking maid of honor. And like, if that's your title, then like you can go out of your way to drive an hour to see me. And on top of that, barely work, like you have a lot of free time. Like if anyone has time to drive an hour away, you have that fucking time and privilege. So I was just like irritated by that. And then she was like, oh yeah, like it's an hour away. Like I don't know. And I'm literally like, are you fucking kidding me? So I was like, look, like I'm really going through it. Like I would really appreciate for you to be there. And then she was like, well, isn't this like you and Riley's thing? And I was like, I mean, yeah, but like Riley does not give a fuck about what flower we're putting on what table, what
Yeah.
color we're putting. Like, that's not a guy's thing to, he's not gonna walk in the venue and be like, you know what, Milana, we're gonna put fucking tulips here. Like, no. Like, that's why I need a girl to come with me that's gonna do all that like gay shit with me. And that's what I want. I wanted like some support, and she's making this big deal like, oh, isn't this you? And I'm just sitting there like, are you even using your brain? What fucking guy wants to go do that? No guy. And she's just thinking about herself. And that was the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, why is it such a big deal? Like, why you only came to hang out with me because you felt bad after I told you I was going through some shit. Like that just like really pissed me off. So
Can I
that's the first.
interject?
You can interject. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I want to find places where I can interject to get the question out because I'm gonna forget it. Um,
Mm,
okay, so when you said you were you were feeling like shit, nobody loves you, when you were going through
yeah,
it, like
yeah.
what, like how did those thoughts start? What was the first? Do you remember like how that thought process begun, like on the venue, like when you're at the venue or before you went or
Well,
whatever? Like how did that culminate to become so big?
probably because, like, everyone keeps asking me, like, "When are you gonna do this for the wedding? When are you gonna do that? When are you gonna do this?" And then I just started thinking, like, "Damn, like, no one has helped me, like, no one is there for me other than Riley's family," which I love, but, like, nobody on my side wants to fucking help me, and it's like I'm fine with my mom now, but, like, during that time, which was, like, 6 months ago, I was like I really missed her. I really missed, like everything, and like I was planning all this shit, and I was like, damn, like I don't have anyone like helping me. And then that's what sparked it, where I was like, oh, I wish someone could fucking like come with me to these things and like be there for me. So that's kind of how it started. I was just like planning a lot, and people were asking me like lots of questions about it, and I was like, damn, I don't know the answers to any of these questions because like I haven't like had
Okay.
anyone me and this and that and whatever. Not that it's anyone's job to help me, but like you're so like ready to have that title of being a maid of honor, but you're not even doing like maid of honor things. And we've known each other for more than 10 years and you're gonna bitch about an hour drive. Like, off.
So,
Zoom call.
so you were very overwhelmed with everything, right? And then with you not being able to give answers to everybody about, this and that, did that was that like adding salt on the wound? Did that make you feel like, oh, I'm an idiot because I can't help, I don't have the answers to this and that? Like, did that make things worse? Does that make sense? Like, if you're
I mean,
unable to answer the question, do you like attack yourself for not being able to, like,
no, I just get like
Okay.
irritated because I want to be left alone. Like I want to plan on my own time, and like I don't care about like all these things. Like I don't know. Like,
Okay.
and I'm not mad at myself. I'm just like irritated. Like I just want to do shit on my own time, and people are asking me like shit that I don't even fucking know. Like what color is your fucking this? I don't fucking know. I haven't even thought about that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um
So you okay, last thing. You were overwhelmed and you wanted another feminine opinion, right? Because you didn't have your
yeah,
mom, you didn't have anybody else, and Charlotte was the person, and she knew herself that she is the person like that's gonna kind of be the only person who can help you with this, and she didn't
yeah.
capitalize on that, and she just
Yeah,
dismissed
like
that.
so I thought at least, but like yeah, like I not that I wanted just a regular feminine fucking opinion. I just wanted my own people, my own group,
Yes.
my
Yep.
friends, my own whatever to be there for me. Like it's nice to have Riley's family be there for me, but I was like, where the fuck are my people at? Like where like
I get
why
it.
isn't
You
it?
need home field advantage. Yep. I got you.
Yeah, so that was the first thing, and I was like, "All right, that was weird. I'm not gonna say anything because whatever. If you don't want to drive an hour, fuck off then." So whatever. She felt bad, and she drove, and we went there. And as soon as we got back to my house, we were talking about dresses, and I want things a certain way, and I feel like I'm allowed to feel that way for that day. And I was like, I want everyone wearing like the same kind of dress and like same kind of hairstyle. And she was like, "Oh, you want us all wearing like the same thing and having the same thing?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And then she was like, "Well, what if someone can't like afford the bridesmaids' dresses?" And I'm sitting here like, I know my fucking friends better than you. And everyone I know makes the same amount of money as I do. And I'm pretty damn sure we all have $150. So and on top of that, if someone couldn't afford it, I know that they would feel comfortable telling me about it. So, whatever this fucking conspiracy theory is about my friends not being able to afford dresses, I'm sorry, you're just projecting that you don't want to buy this dress. And the reason I know that is because I was like, "What are you talking about, Charlotte? Like, what do you mean?" I was like, "I know my friends can come to me and talk to me about these things." And then she was like, "Well, what if they don't feel comfortable?" I'm like, "Why are you dragging this shit? Like, you don't even know them." And I started getting like irritated. And she was like, "I'm not trying to upset you or anything, but like, we can't really wear this dress twice." I was like, "Yeah, you can. You have
What?
the You have the free will to wear because I'm picking the color, I'm picking the style, I am picking a specific dress, and I'm technically forcing them to pay for it. And she's basically making a big deal about she's making it sound like she's trying to advocate for my friends, but really she has a problem with the dress because she doesn't want it and she probably doesn't like it and she doesn't want to spend her money on it if she can't wear it anywhere else. And I was like, look,
Okay.
like you could sell it. I don't care what you do with it. You sell it, you wear it somewhere else. I'm like, it's a neutral color. You could wear it wherever. Like, what? Like, it just felt like her intentions were not like genuine when she was talking like that.
It
And
sounded like
then
she was projecting.
yes, that's exactly what
Yeah.
it sounded like. And I was like, "Look, on your day or any of my friends' days, if you want me in a fucking slick back bun and a tutu, I'll fucking wear it. Like, I don't care because that's what you do for your friends."
Yeah.
And then she has the audacity to say, "Well, that's good to know." Like, you've known me for 15 fucking years. Like, what do you mean that's good to know? You don't think I do the same for my friends?
Oh,
Like,
did that sting?
yeah, that
Yeah.
pissed me off. Like, well, that's good to know. Well, why don't you shove that up your ass? Like, I did not like your attitude with that. Like, that really rubbed me the wrong way. And when we were done hanging out, I was like, all right, like, this is really weird. Like, I don't understand, like, what her problem is. Like, she rubbed me the wrong way 2 times. And she's rubbed me the wrong way, but I've always just, like, people please. Like, I've always just told myself, like, oh, well, that's just how she is. Like, whatever. I can't really, like, be my true self around this person. I do gotta like filter myself a little bit.
Really?
Just like, oh, I have a story to tell you that I didn't even put in my text about the word retard. She got so mad at me for that, but
Okay.
I'll tell you about that separate thing. So these are the first two things. I'm like, all right, this is weird. I don't know why like she's acting like this. So what's the third thing I put on here? The couch. So after the venue and the bridesmaids dresses, I keep bottling this shit up. I haven't said anything. I haven't told her that like she's being weird and I don't know why. And so we hang out another time and I have a book that has like 8,000 questions in it and we decided to like sit in the living room and ask each other these questions and we start talking about like really controversial things and like I don't want to get super into it. Your
Can you give an
stream.
example?
We're talking about like and trans people and stuff like that. And like I have my own opinion. Look, like I don't agree with it because she was like, um why do you like not like trans people or something like that? And I was like, it's not that I like don't necessarily like them, but like all my experiences with them at work. And she was like, but why does that bother you? Like, why do you sound disgusted by it? And I was like, look, that's just my opinion. You asked me my opinion. That's how I fucking feel about it. You don't see me sitting here you why you don't fucking believe in God or why you like girls. Like I'm not sitting here like judging her life and her opinions. We start talking about that and she's like asking me my opinion on it. I told her my opinion on it. And then she goes, well, you think you judge people so much because you judge yourself so much? And she said it with an attitude. And I was like, look, yeah,
Yeah.
I judge people, but like that's not really why that has nothing to do with like my opinion on trans people. And I didn't like stand up for myself and it was awkward and we just like went to the next question. And then that's when I really started to like build resentment towards. So there was, I need a preface because we talked about another controversial thing on the couch. So that
Mhm.
was the first thing. And I want to know your opinion on that. Like, if someone's going to ask you your opinion on something and then you tell them it, and then they get offended by it, and then they have the audacity to say, like, okay, well, you think you judge people so much because you judge yourself so much. Like, how, what, what's your
uh,
take on that?
so if I'm gonna be genuinely honest with you,
That's like a
I
Facebook quote.
I think Charlotte, I think there could be some truth in that because I'm the same way. Like I am very judgmental towards people, but like it's just a thought and it's never going to turn into like an action or like verbiage or me like being degrading to anybody, but I'm very judgmental about people and it definitely is because of like the way I think about myself. So I think there could be
Well,
some truth
right,
in
but
that.
like, so I get what you're saying, but, like, she judges people too, so you're basically a hypocrite for saying that. Like, don't sit here and act like a saint because you fucking
Right.
judge people too.
That was the couch. Okay.
Yes, but we have one more story on the couch. So,
Okay.
there was this one time, okay, I said the word retard at work, and I wasn't saying it towards anybody. We were doing like these mock apprehensions, and my new AP, he was like, "Hey, what was that R word again?" And he was talking about the word restitution,
Oh
and I
no.
was like, "Oh, retard." I was just joking, and then, I said the word retard, and then a day later, my other team member was like, "Hey, remember when you said that?" Like, yeah, he got really offended by it because his brother is retarded, and I was like,
Okay.
"Alright, well, did you tell him that, like, I didn't mean it like that? I'm not saying it in that way, I'm not, like, making fun of a fucking disabled person, like, I don't mean it like that,
Yeah.
like." And so she was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then I was telling Charlotte about it. I was just like ranting to her on Snapchat. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I just said this and now I'm like spiraling. I don't want to get in trouble at work. Like I know better." And like I just wanted her to like comfort me. Like I know I shouldn't be saying that shit at work, but like I did not know he was going to like, I just wasn't thinking.
You didn't know he was
And
gonna interpret it like a little pussy bitch. Yeah.
yeah, for being a fucking 30-year-old man. So anyways, that's besides the point. I was going to her for comfort, like, I wanted to, like, confide in her, and then she fucking says, "Well, if my boss talked like that, I would look at them differently, like, that's not okay. Like, I don't understand why
I'm
people
dapping
say."
you up and laughing my ass off.
She's like, "I don't understand why people say that word." She was like, "It's just not cute. It's just not cute vocabulary." And that's what she fucking sends me after I'm trying to go to her to confide in her. She's like, "Oh, well, I would look at my boss differently." And I think she's trying to help me, like, make me realize what I did was wrong, but it's
Mhm.
like, I don't want you to fucking fix me. I want you to just be there for me because I know already. I know I shouldn't have fucking said that at work, whatever. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna still say it at work, just not around that fucking guy.
Just
So
not around that retard.
and then literally, so then she sends me that, and that really pissed me off. And I was like, look, like I wasn't saying it in a malicious way. Like I don't know why I say it. I just say it. I'm not trying to be cute. Like that's not my intentions. Like 'cause that just, like, pissed me off, like, now I have to justify it, and then if my friends don't like it, like, then maybe we don't need to be friends. I was like, "I'm just saying this at work," or whatever, and then she fucking left my ass on open and ended up just, like, sending me a picture of her face, and I was like, "What the actual fuck?" So I go to you to rant to you, and then you make me feel like shit, and then when I respond back to you, you just fucking ignore me? Like, fuck you, like, over here saying this isn't cute, whatever, whatever. So we brought it. I texted her like a couple days later. I was like, hey, like I've always said that fucking word, and you have never once made a comment about how it's not cute and you don't understand why people say this and that. I was like, it honestly makes me feel like you don't accept me for who I am because I've always said that. So like you're basically like being fake around me. And she sent me these videos and she
Mhm.
was like, I do accept you for who you are. I know you don't mean it in a malicious way. And then she has the fucking audacity to say, well, I didn't mean that it's not cute. Sorry if that came off a little aggressive. I just think it's ghetto. Yeah,
What?
me saying the word retard is fucking ghetto. I'm sorry. Have you looked at me? I'm not fucking ghetto. Like, what are
Wait,
you
wait, wait,
talking about?
wait, wait, wait.
She
Confused.
was saying, like, because we've been friends for so long, she knows I don't mean it that way. So basically, like, I get the pass for saying retard, basically, but it's still ghetto to talk like that and it's not cute. And I'm like, all right, I'm ghetto and I can't talk cute, whatever the fuck that means. And I was like, all right, this is fucking weird. And so I was like, whatever. And I brought it back up, or she brought it back up on the couch. I asked her a question from the book, and I was like, hey, do you think you can be fully honest with me? And she hesitated. She was like, well, I feel like I can speak my mind, but I have to word it nicely to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sitting here like, you have to sugarcoat shit around me? And I was like, really? Why? What makes you fucking say that? What did I do
Did
to
you go
you
into
that makes you
defense
feel?
mode when she said that? Sorry to cut you off. Did you go into defense mode and feel like attacked when she said that?
Yeah, I did, because I was like, this is the opposite. I am the one that has to sugarcoat shit around you, actually. Like, I've never given you any reason that you can't be real with me. And so she was like, well, remember the retard thing? She was like, I was telling you that that was something that you don't say, and then you responded back to me and said that, like, if people around you can't accept you for who you are, then, like, they shouldn't be in your life then. And I was like, yeah, exactly. If my friends cannot stand the way I talk, then maybe we shouldn't be friends, because I'm not going to change who I am and I'm not going to change you. If you want to get offended by those words, go fucking hang out with people that don't say those words. Like,
Yeah.
and she was like, "So you're willing to say a word over a friendship?" I was like, "No."
What?
I know, she's fucking twisting it. And I was
Wait,
like,
I gotta write
"No."
that down.
Yeah. And I was like, "No, that's not what I
It's not
said.
what you said, yeah.
I said that if someone can't accept me for who I am and what I say, then don't be my friend then. Like, I'm not gonna change. I'm only gonna fucking change if I am a bad person. And me saying those words does not mean I'm a bad person. So fuck right off." So there was that. And that was like really annoying to me. I was like, oh my God, like, I just feel like every single time we sit down, she's just projecting shit to me. So I'm starting to realize at this point now, after the venue, the dresses, the couch, whatever, I'm like, all right, like, every time I go to her, she like can't be there for me. And she resorts, because she goes to therapy and like I do too, but like, I don't know, like, she wants to like fix you. Like, when you have a problem or you're ranting, she wants to like psychologically like solve it. And I don't want that. I want like emotional validation first, and then you can give me your fucking wisdom.
Have you
So
told her
like
that? Does Charlotte know that? Because I am the exact same way. Instead of being like a person, it's really bad. And like it's really annoying, and I'm like, I try to work on it. Instead of fixing the problem, like, people just want to be heard. So, like, does she know
hello?
that? Like, does she know that you feel that way about, like, whenever you want to vent to her and she's trying to fix you, and it's like, I
Hello?
want you to be like an ear, not like a mouth.
Hello?
Well, she didn't know until I confronted her on it. So,
Okay.
um,
So I like, you got to give her a little grace, and that might be me being a little biased, but like,
uh-huh.
she's just trying to help you because, like, she
I
maybe we're the
know.
same, like, trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho, you know?
I know.
I'm not, you
I
know.
know that she, in her brain, feels like she is helping me.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, she doesn't know what I need from her as a friend because I haven't said anything. So I was like, all right, like, let me rant to her about one more thing and see how she is there for me. And there was something that came up during the 4th of July weekend. I got really pissed at like one of my coworkers, and I ranted to Charlotte about it.
Nice.
And she just went straight to like psychologically analyzing me and couldn't like emotionally validate me. And I was getting so fucking triggered. That's when I knew, like, I had to say something to her, because I was bottling up things for, like, the last 6 months. Like, that all
Oh,
lasted over,
okay.
like, the course of 6 months. And so, I'm, like, freaking out. I'm, like, ignoring her, and, like, she can, like, feel the vibes, and eventually I texted her and I was like, "Hey, like, I really need to talk to you, like, what, on a phone call. Like, can you FaceTime or phone call? Because I'm not texting this, I'm not sending a fucking Snapchat video, and I'm not gonna make her drive an hour
Hmm.
for us to, like, fight, and then she drives an hour home." Like, I was just like, "Let's do a
Oh.
phone call."
Mhm.
And so, eventually, like, we do this FaceTime call, and I'm, like, shaking, I'm, like, nervous, like, I am scared to say my feelings because I don't know if our friendship is gonna end, how
Yeah.
she's gonna take it, and, like, I'm about to list off things from the past 6 months, and I preface, like, "Look, like, this has been building over time, I'm so sorry that I never shared this 6 months ago. It's, like, really hard for me to, like, express my feelings towards you because, like, I'm scared of, like, your reaction and the outcome." I was super, super transparent with her. I was like, "I am very nervous, like, tell you how I feel."
Oh, you told
So
her
I was
this.
Yes, I did. I was texting her this. I was like, "I wanna talk to you about, like, our friendship, and this is
Okay.
how I'm feeling." And I was like, "Please bear with me, cause like, I don't know how to, like, word my words." And I told her everything. I addressed, like, the venue thing and the bridesmaids' dresses. I was like, "Look, like, your intentions just didn't feel pure there. Like, I don't understand why you were making it about my friends when really it felt like you were making it about yourself." And she just apologized for that, like, "I didn't mean to come off like that, whatever." And
Okay.
I was like, "Okay, like, I do feel a little bit better." And then we talked about, like, the couch thing, and I was like, "I don't really appreciate you telling me that I'm, like, judging other people because I judge myself so much when you do the same thing too, and I'm not sitting here, like, pointing my finger at you and making you feel bad about it." Like, it was calm, no one yelled at each other, raised their voice, we weren't disrespectful, we didn't call each other names or anything like that, like,
Mhm.
she understood. But then when we got to, like, the fucking retard thing, she was like, "I thought you wanted someone to be real with you, like, I thought I was being real with you." And I was like, "You weren't even being real with me." I was like, "I want you to be there for me. I came to you to rant to you, and instead you wanna, like, analyze me and, like, fix me, and I don't want that. Like, I don't want wisdom or advice. Like, sometimes I just wanna be heard and validated, and if I'm truly in the wrong, then tell me after you're done, like, hearing me out. Like, don't just go straight to, like, fucking fixing me. Like, that really pisses me off and feels like I'm, like, misheard. Like, you're not hearing me." And I was like, "I
Mhm.
felt that way in this instance, and that." And then she was like, "I just thought you wanted me to be real because you made a comment that, like, when I'm going to her for, like, random girl drama and she's trying to, no, I just can't." So,
Mhm.
we had that convo, and then we were fine, and I was like, "Alright, like, I feel 20 times better. I fucking said everything, got everything off my chest.
I
I
wanna say
guess."
props to you for initiating that, by the way. I know, Milana, that was probably, like, one of the most anxious things. Like, that probably was, like, you get called into work on, like, a day you're not working anxious, and, like, that takes a lot of balls, so, like, good on you for doing that. Because like, I know you a year ago, you probably wouldn't have, or maybe 2 years ago wouldn't have done that,
Yeah.
but,
No,
like,
I wouldn't have.
that's, like,
Yeah.
that's so good that you're able to able to do that, but continue.
But I don't know, I was, like, noticing that I people pleased her a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I don't say what I'm really thinking because I know she's gonna be sensitive to it, and like, this year, I feel like I have changed a lot, and I've been, like, pushed out of my comfort zone, and I was like, "I'm tired of people pleasing her." Like, I
Mhm.
feel like our friendship is just fake and superficial, and I don't know, and I'm starting to realize, like, we see things differently, we look at things differently, and it gets worse. Let me keep
Wait,
going.
really?
So yep, it gets worse. So, we have our FaceTime call, and now we're good, and then she goes on a trip to Europe, and I'm like, "Alright, let's see how this plays out, like, how I'll be feeling." And I don't know, she's, like, telling me all these stories on her trip, and I'm just, like, getting the ick because she's just fucking being a whore, and then she comes
Wait,
back and
what?
we hang
Like,
I
like,
don't
she was having sex and stuff, and you're like,
I was
well,
just getting the ick, like, I'm like, "I don't wanna hear about that," like, it's just weird, and I'm noticing that she likes to drink a lot, like, that's what I'm starting to notice, and it's like, "Cool, you're on vacation, I get it, like, go drink," but, like, when she drinks too much, and then she makes a fool of herself, like, that's just what has been happening. So we finally hang out because we haven't hung out since the couch incident, and
can you
we,
give me a
like,
timeline of how long that, like, when the couch incident was, and then when you guys hung out was?
maybe, like, 2.5 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we hung out, this was, like, a week or 2 ago, whatever weekend we were, and, it was really random, like, she texted me and she was like, "I wanna drink, like, I just wanna have fun, are you down?" And I was like, "Well, I guess, like, sure, I'll ask around, see who's down." And it wasn't even my idea to, like, go out and drink, like, I didn't even really care, but she
Mhm.
really wanted to, and I was like, "Alright, like, this is gonna be our first time hanging out since that fucking FaceTime call, so I guess let's see." And she brings these cut waters, and, like, I didn't know that cut waters have, like, 12% alcohol, like, I didn't know
Oh,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so she starts drinking one, and she's already, like, feeling it, like, I can tell because she starts getting real chatty and, like, she's really being open and shit and fucking whatever, and, like and, just one more thing, I wanna pause. Back when we were on the couch, she
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I wanna, like, go out again with Natalie because they, like, made out one time, and I was like, "Oh, with Natalie," and she was like, "Oh, but I won't be able to control myself around her, I'm a doll." Like, I just
Oh.
don't wanna hear how horny you are for my friend, like, that's just weird as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
so
I'm physically cringing. Okay.
yeah, I am, like, physically dying
Okay.
inside as well. So that gave me the ick on the a lot of shit happened on that couch where
I'm
I
a
just
fucking dog.
yeah, and Riley had to leave the room when I told him that. So he, like, literally got up and left, and I was like, "Alright, the conversation is over." Yeah, we hang out, she's drinking, she's chatty,
Mhm.
and she starts being really vulnerable with me, and I'm gonna expose some stuff about her, sorry, okay? So
Well,
she
is it
was
is it
like
like if is this like traumatic?
this is just weight related, trigger warning, weight, okay? If anyone's
Oh,
triggered by
oh,
okay.
brother, carry
Yeah,
on.
so I think it's fine to talk about that by now. So she starts saying all this shit about like, oh, I just got back from my Europe trip and it really healed me. Like these people, they invited me over to sit with them, and she was like, oh, I'm surprised you like let me sit with you guys or something like that. And they were like, oh, well, um, you're something about her weight, or I don't know. They were talking about weight, and they were like, well, if you were fat, we wouldn't have you sit with us. And
Okay.
when they said that to her, it was like a boost to her ego. She was like, "Oh my gosh, like I've never been told that before.
Okay.
That feels really good." And I was like, "Okay, that's awesome. I hear you." And she's like, "Yeah, I just feel really good and this and that." And she was like, "And you know what?" And I'm like straightening my hair in the bathroom, and she's like sitting on the bed, and I think she's at like her second cut water by now. And mind you, I haven't had any liquor. So I am like watching this all basically sober. Like I was smoking a little bit, but like I could understand where like how like drunk she was.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, you know what? Like, why don't we like compliment each other?" After she's like talking about her weight and how she feels pretty and this and that. And I was like,
Oh, what
"Look,
an that's an uncomfortable segue.
I know, and I'm already icked out by all the other things
Okay.
in the last 6 months." So I was like, "What do you mean compliment each other?" And she's like, "You know, like our looks and stuff. Like, why don't we do that?" And I was
She
like, "Well,
specifically said looks?
yeah, like looks and traits." And I was like, I do compliment you. I was like, I like some of the things you wear, like clothing styles. And she's like, no, like our looks and stuff like that. And she's like, I have this one girl who like comments all these things on my Instagram posts, like, oh, slay, stunning, you're so this, you're so that. And I was like, "Do you feel like I don't do that for you, even though I know the answer to that?" And she's like, "No, you just comment emojis." Oh, call the fucking fire department because
Really?
I am not fucking glazing her ass in the comments. Like, what the fuck? You want a boyfriend? Anyways, so that's the first thing that gives me the ick. I'm like, "Okay, you want me to compliment you more?" I was like, "Alright."
I
And
think that was a
so
that was an indirect like that was yeah, that was her being vulnerable and she was drunk. She like, her being sober, she's never gonna bring up, "Oh, I want you to be nicer, to compliment me, whatever more."
oh, she did
That
bring
was
it
her.
up sober.
Oh, oh, we're not done. Oh.
We
Woo.
talked about it when we were sober too, but I'm not done with this drunken
Oh.
night because she really pissed me off.
Okay.
So that was the first thing. And then what was the second thing she asked me to do? Um she also said that, like, I never drive to see her, and I was like, "Dude, you fucking moved an hour away from us with you when I have just too much on my plate, like, I don't have all this fucking time like you, like." And she was like, "Well, it'd be nice for just one time," and I was like, "Look, yes, I can make time, like, for sure, but, like," I told her, "You have more time and this, that, whatever." So I was like, "Alright, I need to compliment you more, I need to come see you, what do you want me to do, be your fucking boyfriend? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know." So those things were just, like, weird, and I didn't like it. And then she starts bringing up our FaceTime call, and I was like, "Oh, shit, like, I don't know if I wanna do this," and she's like, Oh, that phone call really healed me. I really, like, appreciated that. Like, I really appreciate you as a friend, and I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. And she starts crying, and she's like, "Can I give you a hug?" And I'm like, "Damn, how strong are these fucking cut waters? Like,
They're
what the fuck?"
strong.
And we haven't even left my house. Like, we were gonna go to well, we did. We went to Natalie's house, and then we were gonna go out. Like, we haven't even gotten out yet, and she's already, like, just too much, and I'm sorry, I just cannot deal with people that are, like, already, like, way too fucked up before we even get out there, and
Yeah.
so, there was one more thing, I don't really remember it, um but after that, she starts talking about, like, Riley. He was, like, cleaning out the garage and, like, making space or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, he's, like, making space for his new vehicle," and then they're, like, chatting, and then, like, she's just, like, already, like, fucking whatever, and she's like, "Oh, he's my favorite, like, boyfriend of yours. Like, he's my favorite of yours." And it's like, can you not like say shit like that? Like, I get she's like trying to be nice, but I just don't want to hear that. And she's like, he's my favorite one. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that come out of your mouth. Like,
I I think she meant that with good intentions.
I think she did too, but I at this point I was over her shit. Like, I
Is
didn't
it
even want
like
to.
is it okay, so have you been at a point where it really doesn't matter what she says or how she says it, like, it's gonna piss you off?
Now I
Um,
guess I've been building resentment, I guess is
yeah, yeah, you've been building resentment, and it's kinda like, at this point, it's like, have you emotionally cut her off?
That's it.
I think so. Like, I'm starting to feel like
You when do you think you emotionally cut Charlotte off? Be honest.
I'm thinking. Um, Probably after that drunken night, I really just
Oh,
got
okay.
pissed off. Like, I was getting irritated, but that's what really, like, set me off. Like, that was, like, the cherry on top, or
That
almost the
comment
cherry
or
on top.
what you're about to tell us?
Just, like, there's more stuff that she did, like,
Okay.
her just being really needy and all that, like, I don't have space for that, like, I don't want to, like, be fake and, like, whatever, and I'll tell you about that too, like, we talked
Mhm.
about that the next day, I was like, "Look, do you remember you said a lot of things, like, do you wanna talk about that sober?" But anyway, so we end up going to Natalie's, and while we're in the car, though, in the Uber, she's real loud, laughing, this, that, whatever, and, like, I don't know. She was embarrassing Riley, and she kept saying, like, "Oh my gosh, we're embarrassing him," and he's just sitting there, like, lying, like, "No, you're fine," but, like, I could tell that
Why?
she was making everyone uncomfortable, and
Why? What was she
I get
doing?
it, because 'cause I'm like, "Alright, she's under the influence." I've seen her drunk before, but, like, I've never seen her, like, this drunk. Like, she was, like, real fucked up in the vehicle, and I was, like, getting a little anxious about it, and then she loses her fucking piercing in there, and we're, like, standing on the fucking sidewalk for, like, 10 minutes waiting for her, and I'm just, like, getting more irritated, like, this it seems like this whole night is, like, revolving around her and her feelings and her needs and her wants, and I'm like, "Why aren't we doing this while we're sober? Like, you're not even gonna fucking remember all this shit," and, like, whatever. So then we end up going to Natalie's apartment building, and she is just so fucking horny for Natalie, and she's like, "Oh my god." We're like, "What?" Like, we're in her room, and Natalie's like putting mascara on, and she's like sitting on the bed and staring at her, and she's like shaking her head, and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I am so gay for her." Like, says it out loud to her.
Oh.
And I'm like, "This is like," and I know they made out that one time, so, like, she really doesn't give a shit, but I'm like, Why are you acting like that while I'm in here?" So, yeah, she starts being all lesbian, and it's fine, but you're, like, just doing too much, and she
Mhm.
starts stumbling, and I'm like, "Alright, like,
Oh.
we haven't even left yet, okay?" So, now
Haven't
Natalie
even left yet.
Natalie's man came home from, like, a rave or some shit with his friend, and then that guy brought his girlfriend, and then that girlfriend brought her friend. You don't need to keep track of all these people, just remember
Mhm.
there's 2 new girls now hanging out with us. There's 2 new
Are they
girls.
important to the story? Do they need names?
It's just reason of what pissed me off. So we were chatting with them, and lovely Riley is like, I'm gonna get her an Uber to go home because she was like, I can't go out. Like I drank too much. And we're like, yeah, let's just have you go home so you don't ruin everyone's fucking night. So we paid for her Uber to Riley bought it.
Wow. Did she pay you back?
She did, and Riley said,
Okay.
"I don't want it. You have it, Milana." And I was like, "Thank you. I get $20." So, the before the Uber comes, it's like probably 5 minutes away. We're chatting with these girls, and which I get. Like I get having fun and being drunk, but when you're doing too much, you piss people off. So, this girl, they got back from a rave or whatever. I know they smoke weed. I know they do shit, whatever. And like we were cool, and I was like, "Oh, your pupils are so big. Like, did you guys do shrooms before you went?" And she was like, "No, we didn't." And Charlotte is right next to me, and she like hits my arm and starts whispering. And this girl is right in front of us. She can hear the whole conversation.
Mhm.
She hits my arm and she's like, "Milana, you don't say that. Don't ask her that." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was like,
What?
"What did I say that was wrong?" She's like, "You don't ask that." And I look at this girl because she can fucking hear us. We're right in front of her. I was like, "I'm sorry. Was there something wrong with what I said? Like, did that make you uncomfortable?" And she was like, "No, no." And they're like lit and retarded and whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right." Like, at this point, I was like, "Go fucking home. Like, I don't want to listen to you anymore." Like, it just really pissed me off. And like, the girl didn't even care at the end of the day. And like, she was just pissing me off. Like, it was your idea to go out, and then you got too fucked up. And it just really annoyed me. And so the next day, I was like, "Hey, like, let's talk about that. Like, you said a lot of stuff. Do you remember any of it?" "No, I don't." I was like, "Well, do you
Ah.
remember our talk about you like crying? Like, do you remember all of that?" And she was like, "Well, I remember I asked you to compliment me more and to come out and see me." And I was like, "Okay, that's all she fucking remembers." Like,
Interesting.
I don't know. And I was like, "Look, like I want to talk about that. Like I know you said you want more compliments and stuff, but I don't need any compliments." So I was like, "You don't need to like give me them just to give me them." Like I was like, "If you want to give me a compliment, sure, but like I just be genuine with me." And I was hoping she could get the hint that like I don't really wanna compliment you a fuck ton just to boost your ego. Like, I wanna compliment someone when it's genuine. Like, I don't
Mhm.
wanna be a fake person, and, like, the fact that you're asking me, I don't know, I just feel like that's weird.
But do you see how
And
you're
then she
back to walking on eggshells because you're not comfortable enough to be honest with her, so you can't tell her bluntly, you know, I don't want to compliment you. I mean, you don't have to, you don't have to say I don't want to boost your ego with compliments, but if you were more like, listen, like I believe I compliment you when it's due. I think you're asking a little too much for me, or I'm not, I don't want to force a compliment just so it makes you feel happier. I want to give you a compliment because I want to do it, not because you want to hear it.
Yeah, I should have went about it like that, but I just, like, did it in the eggshell way because I just didn't know, like, how
Well,
much
that's
she
just the
remembered.
relationship that you guys have with each other, right? Like if because like you found out that she's walking on eggshells around you and you're walking on eggshells around her. It's if you
I
guys
know, but
you,
I'm
you
like,
know
I'm trying to, like, talk about it with her still. I thought that
hmm
there would be a good opportunity for us to, like, talk about how she acted that night,
hmm
and she just, like, didn't remember anything, and I was like, "Alright, like, this is just, like, whatever." So I was like, "I'll give her some grace. I've seen her fucked up, but never to that extent, so maybe it's just, like, a one-time thing, whatever." Even though it still rubbed me the wrong way, it still pissed me off, and, like, I just look at her differently now. Like, I just don't know how to go back and feel how I used to feel
Oh
more.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that was my fault for building resentment all that time and just letting it build up. I feel like I just, like, I made up my mind already, like, whatever. So, what really now it's at a point where she's texting me. She texted me today, "Is everything okay?" Because I've been distancing myself from her. And the only reason she's asking me this is because so she got back from this Europe trip. She did whatever she needed to do with a couple of guys over there, okay? And then she just got back from another trip a week ago, did some shit with this dude. And she's being vulnerable with me. She's blowing up my phone with these Snapchat videos. And she's like, yeah, oh, by the way, he's 20, so technically he shouldn't be drinking, but whatever. I'm not gonna be a fucking weird bitch
Wait,
over here.
in
So
Europe or in the States?
in the States, they went to, like, Colorado. There's a totally different guy, not a guy that she met in Europe. There's a
Wait, she
3rd
went out to wait, how did she meet a 20-year-old?
so she went on this road trip by herself to these, like, mountains, and then they, like, met on a hike, and then, like, created a friendship from it, and then, like, a week later, the dude was like, "Well, I'm going here, and maybe we can make, like, a trip out of it," and she was, like, totally down, and they hung out in this, like, RV and camped out for, like, a week together. And
Really?
yeah, yeah, after,
She
like,
did
doing
after bro you what? She's that
yeah,
trusting?
yeah, like, she when she went to Europe, like, she did a lot and met a lot of people and trusted way too many people. Like, I could never do that shit because like, I'm scared of, like, fucking being human trafficked, but
Yeah.
any anyways, that's besides the point. She tells me that she feels like she fucked up, she feels bad, she's been spiraling for days and, like, just fucking going manic because they drank and, she drank too much, and then they did stuff, and then she could tell he wasn't really enjoying it, and then the next day it was really awkward, and she apologized. She's like, "I'm sorry, I think I did too much. I didn't mean to, like, ruin this." Like, she genuinely wanted a friendship out of it or some shit, I don't know, and then he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry," and then, like, he drove back to Fargo, and then she drove home from Fargo, and she was, like, going through all these emotions, and she was like, "Yeah, and he hasn't talked to me since." And I'm like, "Oh, this sounds very familiar."
Ah,
So I'm sitting there like, "Okay, you did too much in Europe, and you did shit that you weren't proud of. You did too much when you hung out with me, and I was giving you some grace, and now you're doing too much with this dude." And I'm just starting to notice, like, when you drink, like, you're just like, you don't know your limit. And then you just like, I get when people like say shit and they're like a little embarrassing. Like, I get that, like, that happens when you're
there's a
drunk.
line
But,
though.
but exactly, like, there really is a line. And I'm sitting here like opening up all these videos and I'm like, I don't know what to say to her. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, how to be there for her because I low key am on the same side as this dude. Like, I feel the same way. I feel valid. I ghost you too. I wouldn't want to fucking talk to you either. Like, it's just like whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm not even
Good.
gonna sugarcoat anything,
Beautiful.
but I'll do it respectfully. So I was like, look, like,
Great.
I don't want you to think I'm being a bitch here. I care, I do, like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be telling you this. Cause she starts saying, like, "I'm gonna do 75 hard," and she's gonna take these crash courses now because this guy is so smart and he inspired her, and now she wants to do 75 hard, this, that, whatever, and I'm like, "No, you don't. He rejected you, and now you feel bad about yourself, and now you're doing all these things to make yourself fucking feel better. You're not doing it for the right reasons."
Damn.
And I was telling her, I was like, "Look, I really hope you're doing this from love. Like, you're doing these things because you love yourself. Like, I think it's cool to read and exercise if you're doing it for the right reasons. But if you're just doing this to fill a void, like, it's not really gonna, like, go well." And I was like, "I hope your intentions are good there." And then she responded back and she's like, "No, at first they weren't. It was a distraction for me, but yeah, I do love myself. Like, I am doing this because I love myself." And I sent her more videos and I was like, "And on the second note here, like, I think it's really important to, like, look at it from a different perspective." Because she was like, "Honestly, like, fuck him if he doesn't wanna talk to me anymore." And I was like, "I feel like I don't wanna be fake right now. I was like, "If you
Oh,
wanna look at it that way and say 'fuck him,' sure, you can, but you could also look at it another way and realize that, like, you need to pace yourself." I was like, "I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, but, like, when you do drink, you drink a lot and you say stuff." And I was like, "That's all," and I reiterated, like, a million times, like, "I don't mean this in a bad way, I'm just trying to help you." And she fucking responds back with these fucking videos, and she's like, "Honestly, like, I don't like how you worded that, you're making me feel like I'm an alcoholic, you're making me feel like I have a drinking problem," and I had headphones on, and I thought, like, me and Riley were gonna hang out, so I was like, "Look, I have headphones on, I'm just gonna text you back, like, I can't snap video you back." And I just reiterated it again. I was like, "Look, my intentions are not to make you feel like an alcoholic. Like, I just want you to learn that, like, your words and how you act, like, can impact others, like, when you're not, like, thinking straight." And, like, she's like, "Well, when I drink, I wanna get drunk." Like, I get that. Bitch, I do too. I wanna get drunk too, but you don't
mhm,
wanna, like, embarrass yourself. And it's like, fine, you wanna drink too much and embarrass yourself and lose guys, you're never gonna have a boyfriend then, you're never gonna have good friends. If you're just gonna, like, act like that and do too much, fine, I'll shut the fuck up next time and never say anything ever again. And she just took it the wrong way, and I can see why she would feel that way, I get it. Like, it feels like an attack, but take your fucking feelings out of it and, like, look at it, like, logically. Like, you guys did shit and you drank too much, and now he doesn't wanna talk to you anymore. Like, this sounds very familiar with someone else, and it's sounding a lot familiar with me because 'cause you're just, like, doing too much and stuff like that. It's like, look in the mirror, like, stop drinking your fucking feelings away and, like, coping like that and, like, whatever. And so, after that, I sent those messages. I was like, "That's not my intentions," and then she didn't respond back to me till the next day. And I was just done. I was like, I just want to end this streak. Like, our streak was like 1,200 days. I let it go. And then I opened her snaps up last night. I had 3 snaps from her. And the first one was, "I understand." And I was like, "All right." And then I just sent a picture of like the wall, like whatever of our room. And then she texted me today and she's like, "Hi, is everything okay?" And that is where I am at. And that's why I texted you. Cause like, I feel like I'm just outgrowing this friendship. Like, I don't hate her. I don't wish anything bad on her. I just like would rather be acquaintances. Like, I just don't like every time we hang out, I get rubbed the wrong way. We look at things differently. I can't be my true self around her. I'm like, our friendship is just like not how it used to be anymore. Like, and I've just never really like opened my eyes because I've just people pleased my whole life.
okay,
And
okay,
that's where I'm at.
okay. So,
I
Hmm.
didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat all
okay.
it from
No, I
the
got,
start?
I got 2.5 pages of notes. So,
Holy shit.
okay,
And that's
so here's the. When did Charlotte initially text you and say, "Hey, let's go drinking"? Because she's not really the one to initiate, is she?
no, it's actually me that initiates like all the time.
Right. And so I was like, I didn't know Charlotte initiates. So when did that start?
She texted me. Um, let me see here. What day was that? Um, August 1st?
Oh, last year.
No, 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 no. This year,
Oh,
August 1st.
oh,
This
it's
month.
August. Oh shit. Okay.
August
Uh,
1st is when she's like, "Yeah, I wanna go drink. I just wanna go have fun."
okay. And were you like, huh? Were you like kind of questioning it at first, or were you like, okay, like how was your reaction?
Um,
Did you already have like a bad taste of her, like,
it's a good
like because this was after the couch, right? And this was
yeah, it was.
so okay.
I I just felt like all right, like she just got back from Europe, stayed at home for like a week, and then went on this trip, came home for like a couple days, went on another trip. I'm like, she's just on this high of like having friendships and memories and just having fun and letting loose. So that's the thoughts that I was thinking. I was like, all right, like she has been having fun drinking in Europe, having fun drinking here, drinking there. She probably just wants to go and fucking have fun. And that's what she was saying. Like, I just want to do something. And I don't blame her because she lives in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that is true. She lives in the
So
middle of nowhere.
I wasn't thinking anything crazy. I was just like, all right.
Okay. And um let me think. So okay. Have you texted her back today?
Nope.
Okay. Um did
I
anything
don't.
happen to her like before she went on the trip or like because she just starting this spiraling of drinking all of a sudden and like did this start like before she went to Europe? Did anything happen like to her? Did she like vent to you about anything bad happening or something?
I mean, she was going through stuff with her mom, but that lasted like that was like when Logan was still in Minnesota. So, I mean, things got better. No, like I don't think anything like extravagant happened
Because
to
I'm
her.
thinking like
She got her wisdom teeth pulled out. I don't know. Is that traumatic?
I- I'm thinking like is she trying to is she drinking so much because something bad happened and now she's trying to like like reinvent herself and her lifestyle by doing all this drinking and like I'm assuming that her going to Europe and how long was she in Europe?
Um, like a month or 2 months. She was gone for
Really?
yeah, she was gone for a long time.
And how many bodies do you think she got there?
I already know it was two.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, one with a Ziploc bag. That's one story. Anyway, sorry, I
No.
said too much.
A homemade condom is crazy.
It was a attempted, so whatever. Anyways, sorry,
Okay, so
that's
maybe just
none of
one
it.
person then. Okay.
No, it was
Okay.
two still, but okay.
Okay. And then she came back from Europe and then she did the RV shit.
Yeah, she was like home for a little bit and then went on a hiking trip. Yeah. By herself, and then that's when she met this dude, and then she came home for, like, a few days, and then they went on a week-long trip,
Okay.
like, last week. Yeah.
Um and when was the RV trip?
That was, like, I don't know, let me see, when did she text me? Um, Let me find this photo. August 12th was one of the days where they were together.
Oh, this is like super recent.
Wait, if you're streaming, are you streaming, like, our little icons?
No, I'm just the only thing that they can see is my face.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I just realized, like, I can, like, turn my fucking my camera on, but I don't know how to, like hold on, how do I flip my camera? You can
It
see all
should be at the bottom. Yep.
oh, I
Right.
got it.
Okay.
This is me dressed like a lesbian at work.
All right.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's my story.
Okay. So the first she texts you, let's go drink, and then
Mhm,
she goes on the camping trip on the 12th. Or that's one of the days she's gone.
mhm.
Uh,
It was last week. She just got back, like, maybe the 15th or the 14th or some shit.
And then since then, she was telling you like I fucked up, with this guy in the RV. I feel so bad about myself. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go do 75 hard. I'm gonna start this crash course. I'm gonna build myself up. I don't want to be this version of me. I'm gonna change.
Yeah,
Okay. Note that down.
and I got the ick from that because 'cause I'm like, "You are doing these all for the wrong reasons, like, you're
And you
delusional."
told her that.
Yes, but in a nicer way than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to surround myself with someone like we're just on different paths. Like she's on this path of like being free, being a hoe and doing what you want. I'm on another path. Want to drink every weekend and I want to stay home and I want to like have a kid one day, and I want to like build something like actually adulting. I want to like have fun and be retarded too. Like I don't I and I just like weird. So, and I was really thinking about my wedding, and I was like, if if she does too much on our wedding and like
Oh,
our families see that, people are gonna fucking think I'm like that. I don't need anybody ruining that for me. And like I just don't align with her anymore. We just don't look at things like, and she was like, we have so when she was doing those cut waters at my house, she was like, we have so much in common though. And I was like, really? What? Like, what do we have in common? She's like, well, like spiritual things. Yeah, okay, fucking crystals and zodiac signs. Like that's about it. I just feel like we have like history, and that's like I don't know. And we used to like bond over like fucking binging and smoking weed all day, but we don't do that anymore, and we're just like doing different things. I don't care about the two people she did things with a Ziploc bag in Europe. I don't care like hear updates in her life. I don't like
Ziploc.
feel from this friendship anymore, and I'm starting to feel like over it, and I don't know like what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so
I've said too much.
yeah, the Ziploc bag.
Ziploc bag.
Can
I've
you
said too
are you
much.
able to give us more on that?